Hi guys, what's up? Good morning, or at least it's morning for me. My dog keeps bugging me because every time I film, he suddenly needs something. Anyway, alright, so today is going to be a complete run through of everything that I have that is e.l.f. cosmetics, okay? Anyway, so we're going to do things a little different here. Usually I would be talky, but I'm not going to do that because I saw plenty of my videos on my television because my niece and father wanted to watch them. And I realized that they looked absolutely friggin' horrible. Why you guys subscribed, I don't really know, but I love you for it anyway. So let's just get into this. Like, I'm going to stop talking about that. And we're going to talk about e.l.f. One of my favorite brands. It's pretty much most of my collection. So, let's do this. Alright. Alright. Oh, my shiny forehead. Oh, well. Now, actually I'm going to bring this up because it's not an e.l.f. product, but I've noticed that a lot of people complain about dry patches. Getting sick. Of dry patches on their skin when they put on foundation and then they have to powder it, and I've seen it. So what I actually use, and no, this is not an e.l.f. product, but the e.l.f. skincare products work too, is this one is the Pond's Dry Skin Cream. It says it's a rich hydrating facial moisturizer. So this is for the face. It is fragranced. I don't know if natural or otherwise, but you get a good amount in here, and it's gonna last you a while. Like I've had this for a little bit, and I'm only right there. So just throwing that little tidbit out there in case you didn't know that there was a moisturizer out there that could really help you out. Alright, so we will start off with what's right in front of me and then move into the bag. So this right here, I have better lighting this time. This is a makeup brush cleaning glove, okay? So you have a strap back here, which of course says e.l.f. Cosmetics on it. And for those of you who don't know what e.l.f. stands for, it's eyes, lips, face. Yeah. So anyway, you strap this on to whichever hand you want, obviously, and then you would take your brush, get it kind of soapy. I apply the soap directly to this, but you can take your brush and just go like crazy, and there's 3 different patterns here. These patterns are for different sized brushes. So this little thing right here, this is for smaller brushes like the one I just showed you and pulled out. This one's more to collect the soap and go into like medium-sized brushes. And then this one right here, this one means business. It's for the big guns, okay? It's for the big stuff. So, makes everything easier to clean. It is only $10. It's great. I found mine at Target. It did take a while for Target to get them. So, if you can't find them right now, go ahead on to e.l.f.'s website. It's www.elfcosmetics.com, and you should be able to find it. Like, look for brush cleaning glove. You should be able to find it. Alright, what I use, since I don't have a primer anymore, I find that because I do have somewhat drier skin, using some of the e.l.f. skincare has been really good for me. And this one in particular, this is the Daily Hydration Moisturizer, and it does come with a pump. This guy almost gets tacky when you use it, so when you're almost done blending it in, it's very sticky almost, just like a primer would be. So I would definitely recommend this if you're not into using primers. You don't have to use primers, or at least I don't think you do. So definitely go with some hydration moisturizer and you should be good to go. So the next items, and I'm going completely out of order on this one, the next items that I see are these lips. They're lippy sticks / lip liners. So I only have 4 of the collection here, And yes, the bottoms show what color they are. Again, I only have 4, so I'll show you. This is Berry Sorbet. And it's a little darker than what you see on the end. And it looks, let's see, there we go. So it looks a bit like that. And what I mean by it's a liner is that you can take this. This is a lipstick in a tube. But you can take this and you can line your lips first and then fill it in with the rest of it. Now I know a lot of people do that with lip liners anyway, but this one's actually designed to be that way. Now this is the other end, and let me show you a little something something. The little end has a sharpener on it if you feel you need to do that. But it's definitely, I consider that wasting product. I'm just like, just learn how to sharpen it back up by using it. So there is that first lippy. This one in the, oh, it wants to run because I live on a hill. This color is Coral. So just like the other ones, you scroll it up and it has a lot of product. This is more of a nude, but it's definitely a very pretty nude. And when I am wearing this one, I top it with the e.l.f. Pout Perfector in Glow. So I will go ahead and show this to you right now. Stand, baby. There we go. So it's got a very little brush applicator. I'm not exactly thrilled about it, but it does give a really nice shine to that particular color. So whenever I'm wearing Coral, I'm wearing the Pout Perfector. Alright, trying to move as fast as possible here. So this one is in Bold Red, and my favorite color is red, so I love me some red lips. So this is what it looks like here. It's not really translating that well on camera, but again, it's the same idea. You put it on your lips and stuff like that. I am probably going to invest in some lip lacquers, especially the clear ones. So if I want to make a gloss out of something, by golly, I'll do it. Now this one right here, I've used frequently. This is a very bold pink, and it's called Dash of Pink. And there's still so much product left in here. And the bottom matches the lipstick. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about e.l.f.'s primer, or not primer, but concealer here. This is what they think fair looks like. No. This, however, I mean, that's as close as you're going to get to fair. I didn't find like one that said, oh, light or whatever, but no, this is their version of fair, and I can understand why it's this shade, because most of the time you're buying, when you go to the foundations, you're buying a porcelain tone, which that matches. So just be aware of that. And my dog's trying to bug me again. But we're just going to keep on going. This is an e.l.f. single blush palette here. You do get a mirror. And this is very shimmery. You probably don't even need a highlighter with this one, but it's very pretty. It's very subtle. It's also trying to leave my hand. And I believe it's in Berry Mary, and if I remember correctly, it was like $4, which is not bad. Okay, so the next thing is my favorite foundation. I know that I have said before that the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Rose Ivory was my favorite. Both of them are. They're very different tones, but both of them are. But I find that I have to use less of the e.l.f. foundation than I do with the Wet n Wild one. So this one right here, the Flawless Finish foundation, this is in light ivory, and yes, it is very light, but it covers my redness when I have redness, like after I exfoliate and whatnot. And the cap does come off, and you have a pump. Again, like, let me warn you, you have less foundation in here than you do and a typical foundation. So this one has only 0.68 ounces in it, whereas like say the Wet n Wild one has a full ounce, just like typical for most foundations. 1 ounce is pretty much the typical size. Let's get into some highlighters. So these are the baked highlighters. I only have 3 out of the 4. So, because the 4th one I have in a ColourPop shadow, so I haven't really invested in that baked one yet. I might, I'm not saying I won't. But this is one of my, I mean, it's well used. This is a baked highlighter. It is called Pink Diamonds, and it just gives a really nice glow over your blush, and it's only $4. This one is Moonlight Pearls, and it oh, hello sunlight. And it just sort of shows off like that. It's very pretty, and then it's also $4. Then here's the last one that I have. This is Blushed Gems. It definitely is a very good one to put on top of blush, just to make things a little bit nicer. So personally, I would recommend using the Berry Mary blush and the Blush Gems together. I think that would be really pretty, but each of the highlighters costs $4. Very fair. I do have a single shadow that is baked. This one is called Pixie, and it's taken me forever to get through it, but as you can see, it's a lot like the Pink Diamonds one, and you use your finger to apply these. They're so good. This one just needs to go probably in the makeup heaven because it is older. Yes, I dug into it pretty well, but it's older. I hadn't been able to find it for a while. And this is just considered shimmer in the shade Gold. I have not seen this at all anywhere for a while. So, yeah. So now we're going to go into the bag. Alright, so this is the Little Black Beauty book in the Warm Edition. Now, it looks like this. I don't care if you see my camera through the mirror, it's fine. It looks like this. And you would think, oh my gosh, that's so pigmented, it's perfect. Honey, this stuff sheds. Like, the fallout is horrible. The actual, like, color payoff with a brush is just horrible. I mean, it's just bad. And even if you swatch it with your hand, it's still not great. Like, you have to still go in more than once to try to build up a decent pigment. And I'm just like, I keep it for reference, but I'm just kind of sitting there and I'm going, while I never owned the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture, I think I found something pretty darn close that's at the drugstore. I actually ordered this online and regret it, because I don't go in there and the color payoff sucks. So I'm not going to be saying that all of the e.l.f. products here that I own, I love. I'm not going to be saying that at all. Now, this is the Illuminating palette, and it's a quad, so whenever you're done with one of these guys, you can push the back and it'll pop out. I don't know if it'll pop back in, so I don't really want to mess with it. But they come with a really good mirror. And I just kind of just swirl it around. I don't really worry about that too much because I'm like, yeah, you want to look illuminated. You want to look a little more awake. I put this on under my eyes usually because I'm just like, bring on the caffeine if I don't. Because I look tired a lot and I noticed that and I'm just like, what the heck are you doing? So the next one, I'm sorry, my dog is like bugging the crap out of me, so I will be right back. Okay, so that's taken care of. We're back. Alright, so here's the next thing here. This is, again, obviously it's another e.l.f. palette, but it is very versatile. Now, it doesn't open all the way. It does have a little sliver of a mirror, but honestly, you do have like more of your neutrals over here, and then you've got the, these are pigmented look. I'll try to swatch one of these from both sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a dark brown. Looks like that. Now there is fallout, so you do have to like rub it. And then I will go ahead and take this bold shade here, and it doesn't come off very well. Yeah, it swatches like crap pretty much. Honestly, I don't reach for this very much, and when I was trying to get it to work the majority of the time, it didn't. So this is no longer on the market as far as I know, but yeah, no. It's not that great, guys. Okay, so the next item that is not an e.l.f. product. The next item, it looks a little dirty, but it's okay. It's just, it stains all over the place. This is an e.l.f. beauty sponge, and it is like, I'm telling you right now, stress toy. It is that dense, and it stains like no tomorrow. Like, this is a clean one, and it stains, and that's gross. Paid $10 for you. You shouldn't be staining already. You know, because I bought that like a week ago, I think. And no. Just no. This is another quad, same idea. It has the same kind of high quality mirror. And this is the contouring one. Once again, I sort of like do a circle in there. Now, I'm very careful with this guy because it, you know, my fair skin tone. So I use that more as an eyeshadow base than I do anything else. It's very good, and yes, it helps to contour a little bit. We also have a dual-ended e.l.f. lipstick, and this little ring right here shows you what color you're getting. So you do get a little bit, but not too much product. And this is one where it says, okay, this part's the daytime, this one's for the nighttime, and it has that moisturizing lipstick formula, which I love, and this is in the shade The Best Berries. At least I hope I'm reading that correctly. That is definitely one that you might want to check out. This lipstick is a velvet matte lipstick. e.l.f. sent this to me from the Beauty Squad. So it looks a lot like this. This one's in the shade Brick. And it's not bad. It's not bad. I prefer the other one that I was that I was sent. And this one right here is actually part of that moisturizing lipstick family. This one right here, this is called Wine Tour. It's a little darker, a little more on the vampy side, and it's just good. Let's see here. We have a bronze and blush duo here. This is the Bronzed Peach. You get a really nice mirror in here. Apparently the packaging is mimicking NARS. I have no clue. I've never owned NARS. So this right here, obviously you've got your beautiful blush and you've got your bronze. I don't use the bronze so much, but I really ought to because, hello, I should. Everybody seems to want to bronze themselves up, but I'm just like, I'm an albino with blue eyes. Like, need to take care of that blush for, you know, and I wanted to like contour with a different blush a while ago, and I might still do that video. So this next one, it is also a pairing. This is the Bronze Pink Beige. Again, good mirror. It doesn't look too different from what we just did. This is a very bright, bold blush, and this is almost a lighter bronze, so I might go ahead and try that one out later on. I mean, I know about it already. When your dog thinks that he's the big man on campus and he's not. Okay, because there's some barking out there. This right here looks like a lipstick, but it's not. It is a lip exfoliator. This one's in the, this one's Mint Maniac, and it's $3 and it broke. So I'm gonna have to melt this down and put it into something because I am not going to let a drop on the floor ruin my exfoliator, okay? So we got that puppy. Now we've got a bigger one right here. This is the full face palette in the Smoky Matte edition. So this is really set up for you. Here is your base, your lid, and then you're smoking it out, right? So, but you can also use this darker shade to get, you know, your brow bone. Then you have some bronze, you have a light blush, and then you have two different moisturizing lipstick formula lipsticks at your disposal. So you can take this, and if you're on the go, you've already got a look set up for you. So that one's really good. It was like 10 to 12 bucks, I don't know. This is another quad. This is the powder blush palette in the shade Light, or the set Light, so it has that mirror. And then I've been using this one for a while. When I'm really daring, I tend to go into all four, but when I'm just like, maybe not, I go into this lightest one right here. All of them are very pretty, very pigmented, and they're just, it's good stuff. This is an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. They're all $10 for the most part on e.l.f.'s website. This one is called Everyday Smoky. I'm going to be really careful with this because this white shade is falling out. But any otherwise, you get a really good array of colors there, and it really is built for you to be able to do an iconic smoky eye. Definitely good. I love doing smoky eyes, as you guys well know. And we have some other palettes as well. This one is called Nude Rose Gold. If you've been here before, you have seen me use these, and I will gladly use them again. I have a clean backup. I always buy backups of this one when I can, because honey, I love this thing so much. It is $10 again. It was $6 at Target for a while. Now it's at $10. I have no idea why. This palette right here is called the Mad for Matte 2. And, I mean, bold brilliance right there, right? Amazing color payoff. I mean, you barely have to dip your brush in. I love the e.l.f. shadows because they're so smooth and creamy and buttery. And I don't ever find that I have to wet my brush to get a good pigment. That is no. Okay, this is another e.l.f. set right here. And, it is good mirror, and then you have complete shimmery baked eyeshadows. You have 10. This was in the set California, and I'm like, I live in California. I'm a California girl. How about I get one of these puppies? It's not great. It's not their greatest, and you have to like scrape the darn thing with your finger to get any payoff. But I still like to have it just because I'm like, well, even though I gotta build it up, sometimes it works really well. We have yet another blush and bronze palette here. Again, with the mirror. This is Fiji Matte. Personally, I prefer these to the other ones that I've had. Mostly just because they are powders. I prefer powders over the putties and the... like, I prefer them to cream contours. This is the actual original Mad for Matte. And I'm telling you guys, like, you cannot go wrong. This is a perfect natural palette. They give you so many different ideas. Again, it's $10, and the reason it's $10 is because there's 10 shadows in here. You are given so many different options, it's not even funny. Now we have another quad. This is a cream blush this time, and this is in the shade Soft. Again, I'm not that big on creams, but I had to get this just to check it out. So you definitely have, and these are pigmented, okay? I know I'm not swatching any for you today because I had shot this video before, and yeah, it was just all screwed up. But anyway, this is definitely a beautiful one, and when I go into it, I like to have a little bold pink action there, and it actually matches my finger, which, if you're wondering what nail polish I'm wearing, it is from e.l.f. polish, and it's like Mommy Martha, I want to say. It's beautiful. e.l.f. polishes, they're $8.50 a bottle, and you know, that may seem like a lot, but it's definitely worth the investment because it stays on. So anyway, back to the blush. So I use that one typically, but I'm not, you know, afraid to go with the others and see what happens. I have not contoured with these yet, but I think I might attempt that at some point. We shall see. This, my trusted friends, is the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in the shade Light. So this is what it looks like. It's very nice and pretty and very dug into. And it does provide a little mirror, so if you're on the go, you got this. This usually comes with an itty bitty spoolie and angled brush, but I took it out and I lost it. So I have to use my others that are in my other brushes. Let's see here. We have yet another cream blush palette. This is in gold, and yes, it's a quad. This, I bought this thinking, ooh, those would make good eyeshadows, and I could put other ones on. I have not attempted to use it like that yet, but I might, and I like them a lot. They don't dry out, they're not anything like that, and they have some pretty darn a good pigment. So we have another lip duo, and we have it in red, which is my favorite color. So that's the nighttime red, and then here is the daytime red. Very bright, very bold, and I love that so freaking much. And it's, again, it's part of the moisturizing lipstick duos, and this one is called Red Hot Reds, and it is hot. Let's see here. We have another moisturizing lipstick in here. We have the other velvets. So let me show you this one. This is a moisturizing lipstick in Flirty and Fabulous. And guys, I love this shade so much. It is so gorgeous. Oh, whew, it's gorgeous. Then this one is the other, this one's called Orchid, and this is the other velvet that e.l.f. sent me. And it looks very purple and stuff, but if you look really closely, it has little blue flecks in it to give it sort of a metallic-y, but, you know, beautiful situation. And then we have an e.l.f. Prism Shadow. This one, oh, and it's in Sunset. This one has been off the market for a while, but now it's back on. I have no idea what happened there. But these guys, you get 6 of them, and they are mostly shimmers, but they're very pigmented shimmers. So definitely keep that one on hand because it'll make things really pop for you. Okay, so this one, we have an Aqua Beauty blush and bronze duo, and this is called Bronzed Violet. Again, it has that mirror down there, but I mean, these are bold as heck and gorgeous, and they are what's called the putty blush and the putty palette, I guess. And it is so good. I would definitely use that bronze as an eyeshadow rather than anything else. So this one right here, this is more of a to-go. It is called Saturday Sunsets, and it has, you got a little highlighter here, and then you've got 3 shimmers and a matte shade. They do provide you with a little mirror. Before, I don't even know where it went, to be honest with you, but it had a little plastic shading there so that you could do that. You can also look at a video that I did earlier where I'm reviewing this, and wasn't great, but when you're on the go, it'll work out for you. Let's see here. This, and these I love quite a bit, this is the e.l.f. Aqua Beauty eyeshadow palette. It was $12 on their website rather than $10. So you do get a really nice mirror here, and you get this. This is in Cool Mist, and these shades are so buttery that honestly they compare highly with me on, you know, with the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I mean, I would say these are almost even softer than those. Like, they're just gorgeous pigments. Absolutely amazing. I would definitely try that out if I were you guys. I also, you see me a lot of the time using this e.l.f. Beautifully Bare light medium set finishing powder. So this is what the light medium looks like. You do get a mirror, and then you can pop the compartment out and you can get a sponge. I really don't like using that sponge. I should probably try to clean it. Then we have the other Aqua Beauty palette here. Same setup, except this is the, let's see, Island Breeze is what this one's called. And again, you get amazing shades out of it, amazing color payoff, and I mean, they're just so buttery and so creamy. I'm just like, ah! Okay, so we have lip stains here. We have 5 because I can't find the 6th one anywhere. No, okay. So the rest of this stuff is not e.l.f. related. Oh, wait. I got another, no, that is not it. I have some other stuff in here that are e.l.f. products, however, they are somewhat lost in this bag. So you get, well, originally you were paying for 6 of these babies, but I only have 4 right now at my disposal, and the 2 that I actually really loved are being discontinued. It makes me sad, but they are definitely really pigmented, or at least the pink one is. So, we got them. Okay, so I also have another lip exfoliator, and this one is in Sweet Cherry. And it's a little stiff to get up, but this is what it looks like. And that is definitely one. It's also $3, just like the other one was. And this is the 5th stain that I have. This is my entire e.l.f. collection. It is not, you know, some people might go, oh my gosh, that's a lot. And I agree with you. So, yet again, my body's like, you're going to get some new stuff. Well, no, I'm not. Because this is amazing. All of it's amazing, and I love it, and I have a lot of ways that I can do these. So, that's it, guys. This is completely everything I have that is e.l.f. related. If you wanted me to do brushes and show you all those, let me know down in the comment section below. And if you liked what you saw here today, please hit that like button. Like, hit it like it was your job. Definitely do that. Please subscribe to my channel, because you're gonna see a lot of this stuff as well as other stuff, obviously, be really used and absorbed and really properly reviewed. Thank you so much again for joining me in this crazy e.l.f. journey, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, I need to bring up, I no longer have a P.O. box. So, there was really no point to having it anymore, so yeah, that's really all you need to know. Alright guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.